Welcome to ChaosMoogle Plus, where your Platinum Plus subscription is always free and it never expires. Normally, there would be a fun transition after that, but this is a more serious video on a more somber note. Today, just now, right-wing political influencer Charlie Kirk was just shot in the neck at his event that he was holding at Utah Valley University. Charlie is one of the biggest conservative influencer talking heads on the internet. And this just happened live in front of all of the students. We do have the non-graphic clip.
Counting or not counting gang violence? Great.
Oh my God.
Cody, go, run.
I am shocked and taken aback. When you go through the comments, all you see is very dark and disturbing jokes, mainly from people who disagreed with his ideology. I understand that we're in a political divide right now in the country, but this is not how we handle it. When we have political differences, we sit down and we have debates. Something that Charlie does. I don't even like him or his point of views, but he's always respectful enough to invite left and right wing people on to go to left and right wing shows and to have debates and conversations that do help push our society forward because we need to have these conversations. So you may not have liked Charlie, but this is not okay. This gun violence is not okay. This happening on a university is not, this happening at all is not okay. But in front of all of those students, because of what he was saying, as opposed to just going up there and having a debate with him, how Dean Withers does, like you don't see them physically fighting, they just get into debates. That's how we handle things. This man has a wife and kids. He has a family at home. My heart's prayers and thoughts go out to him and his family. I'm going to be completely honest in this video. I showed you the non-graphic clip. I did see the close-up video of the graphic clip. They haven't said anything because I don't think they want to stir too much right now, but I don't think it looks good. To say it bluntly, I do believe the shot was fatal from what I saw. You can go online and find it. Sensitivity warning. It is very disturbing. If it is not something that you can stomach, please don't look it up. But it is serious. It's a very bad situation. And I don't condone anyone praising this, cheering for it, making jokes. I know Charlie himself was an advocate for having guns, even though there was gun violence. He would say the gun violence was worth it. That's his political idea. It doesn't mean he wanted to get shot. It doesn't mean that anyone should want him to get shot. This is horrible. And it's not just horrible for him or for conservatives. It's horrible for everyone. We can't have our political commentators and our influencers getting shot because of their ideas. Who's next? Hassan Piker, Asmongold, all these people that everyone's watching, that whether you like them or not, we're actually paying attention and having strong and intense conversations because of them. They're very important individuals, regardless of which side they're on. And this is not okay. Again, my heart goes out to your family and your friends, Charlie. And again, I saw the clip. I really hope that you're okay and that's miraculously you can pull through. I don't even pray, and I will pray for you because what I saw was absolutely disturbing. Now, I am happy to report that they did, in fact, catch and apprehend the shooter.
That's right, the main sign.
This means no one else is in danger as of right now from this man. And I will say to both sides, because I've seen the comments from both sides. No, he wasn't some leftist loony or crazy righty. He's just a deranged old man. And that happens because we also have a mental health issue in our country. Again, my heart goes out to Charlie and to everyone watching. Please take care of yourselves, your loved ones, and your family.